Hello everyone, Neorashi here. I haven't done a collection of Nintendo Switch games in a long time. I haven't got a lot of new games since last year, well, I've actually traded in 5 a couple days ago and only wound up with 4 more. Um, Actually, and this year I haven't bought a lot of games to begin with. If you watch my other video, you know I kind of bought a lot of mangas and light novel. So, yeah. So let's get this show on the road. I have 46 bucks, but only 45 physical game. You'll see soon why. Well, I say 45, but the first one is actually 3 games in one, so I don't know if I should count them as 3 games. But yeah, the Atelier Mysterious Trilogy, physical format. Pretty. Oh, Atelier DX, I forgot. Yeah, it's Atelier Mysterious DX Trilogy. Next is Atelier Lulua. I originally had it in physical format. I bought it in physical format, digital format, sorry, in late 2019, and then decided to get it physically when I found a pretty decently priced used copy in early 2020. Next is Atelier Riza, Ever Darkness and the Secret Hideout. Probably one of my least favorite Atelier games so far. I don't really like the gameplay, and I don't really like Riza herself to begin with. I don't like it. I think it's one of the worst design alchemists of the series. And you'll probably see a cat soon. Next is Nelki and the Legendary Alchemists Atelier of the New World. I only bought this for... Hello, cat. I only bought this one for collection purposes because I like the Atelier series. But I really don't like this game either. Next is Trace of the Legend of Heroes Trace of Cold Steel 3 Extracurricular Edition. It's basically just the physical game plus all the DLCs, which were mostly costumes anyway. Next is RPG Maker MV. I haven't really played this game a lot since last year. Since I got it, I played for like a month and then kind of stopped. Making an RPG is fun, but so tedious at the same time. Next is Super Mario 3D All Stars. This is another case of there's 3 games included in this package. Cat, please move. I'm filming. Alright, next is Star Wars Pinball. Pretty straightforward. I bought this because it's based on the Zen Pinball 2 Star Wars maps, and I like Zen Pinball 2, and this game was $40 for 19 maps, which is pretty inexpensive. Next is Rayman Legend Definitive Edition. Pretty one of the best Rayman games. Next is Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Pretty straightforward. I actually bought the season pass for it, but I haven't touched the content of the season pass yet. Next is Digimon Cyber Sleuth Complete Edition. This is basically the 2 Cyber Sleuth game with all the DLCs, and I do believe there's some extras in the first game. Yeah, in the first game you actually have access to the second game's Digimon roster, so yeah, the first game definitely just for the first game, having access to the second game's roster is a pretty good deal. Next is Lego City Undercover. Basically Lego GTA Lego City. Pretty good game. Yeah, this is the game that I mentioned that had the actual physical box, but no physical cartridges in it. Overwatch, this is the version I play the most because it's the first one I got, and it's the first one I've played really more than an hour, and now I'm like level 80. I don't play a lot like some pros, but still. Next is Fire Emblem Warriors. I like this game. And then Hyrule Warrior Definitive Edition. Oh, now we're getting into Pokemon territories. Pokken Tournament DX. I have the Season Pass as well for this. Next is Pokemon Sword and Shield. Pretty straightforward. I have the Season Pass for Shield, but not for Sword. Next, but last but not least, for the first bunch, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. Some of the worst Pokemon game. These are definitely the worst mainline Pokemon game I've ever played. Let's Go games. All right, next is the next few games are games that actually the ones I got a few days ago. Some of them actually released 2 days ago. The first being the physical version of Doki Doki Literature Club Plus. I actually bought the PS4 version at the same time because I prefer to play my visual novel in portable format. So that's why I got the Switch version. So I'm gonna play on the Switch first. But I'm still a trophy hunter at heart. So that's why I got a bunch of visual novel on the PS Vita. So once I'm done with like, I'm probably not gonna 100% this version, but once I'm done with a couple playthrough, I'm gonna read a guide and get the platinum on the PS4 version. Next is Galgun Returns. I got this game 2 days ago or yesterday. I'm not sure. No, I think it's 2 days ago. Yeah. Yeah, pretty good arcade shooter. I haven't played much more than a couple levels because I got like 4 games at the same time. So, yeah. Next, another game that was released 2 days ago, Metroid Dread. Probably not gonna surprise anyone. I'm not a huge fan of Metroid, but I really like Super Metroid and Metroid Fusion are my favorite Metroid games. I do like Samus Returns, but not as much. But this one, so far, this is my favorite Metroid game. I really like it. All right, next is another game that I got 2 days ago. It's the last of the games I got 2 days ago. The Great Ace Attorney Chronicles. My friend wanted me to get this game for a while now, but I really wanted to get it myself because I'm, again, not the biggest fan of the Ace Attorney series, but I do have the trilogy on 3DS, PS4, Switch, and also the... I have all Ace Attorney games that were released in North America on the DS or 3DS. And the cat just made a mess behind me. Next is Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist Link Evolution. One of the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Games so far. Senran Kagura Peach Ball. And it comes with an actual manual, which is pretty cool. Oops. None of the cartridges are in these boxes, so don't worry if... Next is Bravely Default 2, which is a pretty good RPG. I haven't gotten far though, because I bought this game at a time while I was mostly reading manga and light novels, so I really haven't played this game for like 4 months now. Rocket League Ultimate Edition. I got this right after it became free to play, but I wanted the DC stuff, so that's why I bought this game. There's a bunch of DLCs, so yeah. Next is Assassin's Creed Remastered, and it includes the Liberation as well. And Assassin's Creed Rebel Collection. Pretty good. These are my 2 favorite Assassin's Creed games, so I'm happy that I can play them portably. Next is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, one of the first game I've got. The second, that's the second game actually I got, or maybe third. I don't remember. Cadence of Hyrule, Crypt of the Necromancer, featuring The Legend of Zelda. I believe this physical version includes all the DLCs. I'm not. You're gonna have to quote me on that. Next is Tales of Vesperia Definitive Edition. Pretty good Tales game. Next is The Elder Scrolls V Skyrim, which is basically the special edition. I love this game, and that's why I got it on Switch, even though it's better on PS4 and PC. Next is Octopath Traveler. I've never really gotten far in this game for some reason, even though I like it quite a bit. Next is Final Fantasy XII, the Zodiac Age. I have the PS4 version digitally and, well, this version physically, the Switch version. We're almost done. Trials of Mana, the remake. This is the remake, but I also have the original in the collection of Mana. Next is Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I kind of hope that they will port, even if it's just digital. I don't care, but I hope they will port Returns on the Switch. And I hope we will get a sequel to this game, because Tropical Freeze is definitely one of the best. Was one of the best games on the Wii U. All right, next is LA Noire. I haven't gotten far in this game either. I think I've done all the homicide, and now I'm in the park traffic cases. Alright, next I'm gonna have to move a bit. Whoa, sorry, shouldn't have put my stuff behind me. Alright, next it's the usual big stuff. I always end with the big stuff. So I'll start with the biggest stuff first, because it's my very first Switch game. The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Legendary Edition. Master Edition, sorry. Legendary Edition is actually in French. Next is Witcher 3 Complete Edition. And for some strange reason, CD Projekt Red originally only sold the Complete Edition, but now you can buy the game separately, which is kind of dumb if you ask me. Next is Gun Pixies. This is the Launch Edition. We're already almost done. I don't have a lot of big game. Next is Rune Factory 4 Special Archival Edition. Next is Xenoblade Chronicles Definitive Work Set. And last but not least, and this is another game that I stupidly bought the PS4 and Switch version at the same time, but again, that was for collection purposes more than anything, but Akiba Strip, Hellbound, and Debrief 10th Anniversary Edition. So there we go. 45 physical games, 46 box total. Well, if we include the fact that a couple of my these actually have more than one game in them, I probably have actually like 50 physical games, but I digress. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.